Well, hey guys, welcome back to Summer Sweet Shop. I am Summer and I'm so excited that you're here because we're talking about cookie classes today, and specifically about how you can turn your cookie class into over $1,000 plus in sales. Yes, yes, yes. So we're going to talk about how one class, just one cookie class, can turn into multiple income streams for your business, from private events to repeat class attendees. So when I first started teaching classes several years ago, I, number one, wasn't sure I really wanted to do that. I thought, I'm going to teach my competition. They're going to go out and start their own cookie business. I thought, do I really want to teach classes? Like, am I going to be comfortable in front of other people teaching? And I really thought, are people really going to come to a cookie class? And once I pushed those fears aside and did it anyway, still had those fears, but I said, we're going to not even think about that. We're going to do this. We're going to teach this class. We're going to try it out and see if it works. And I'm here to tell you it worked. I taught my first class right in my home, and I said, oh my goodness, I love this so much. And I thought, really, like when I first started teaching, I thought, well, this will just be like a fun way for me to share my love of decorating cookies. I would get questions constantly from people on social media. How did your icing do that? How are you able to outline that cookie? How are you able to pipe that detail? And I loved answering those questions for people because I had a lot of experience. I had over a decade of experience decorating cookies for paying customers, and I loved sharing that with people. And what I did not expect was how powerful cookie classes could be for my business, and primarily for my bank accounts in my business. And so from that first group of students, I believe I had 10 people come to this fall cookie class. I had people coming back over and over and over again to my Halloween classes, my Christmas classes, my Valentine's classes, my Easter classes. And they started to bring their friends. They started to bring their sister and their mom and their best friend. And they started telling people, their coworkers. They started bringing their coworkers to these classes. And I even had lots of people that I would do private classes for them after my public class, after my cookie class. They wanted to hire me to do a private class for them and their coworkers. I can't tell you how many classes I've taught with nurses, with corporate team building exercises. It is a great way to bring people together for a really fun experience. And that's what it's all about. You're creating this ripple effect that you're able to turn into hundreds of dollars of income for your business and for your family. And that's exactly what it is. It's a fun experience for kids. That was one of the number one things that I never did, was take my cookie classes too seriously. If you expect your students to come in and have these beautiful, amazing cookies, and for them to want to learn how to decorate cookies even further and do intermediate classes and advanced classes and all these things, that's not what it's about. It's about creating this amazing, fun experience for your students so that they want to come back again, so that they go and tell their friends how much fun that they had at your cookie class. And that was my favorite part, was being able to share something that I know and love. And I had so much joy being able to do that. I was able to really build my classes and really structure them so that then I could be very intentional with how I could tell them about other offers that I had in my business, not just cookie classes, but other things that I had in my business. And so it allowed me to really scale that business, to really say, hey, I'm not just about selling these one-off cookies to a person. I'm able to really scale this business and really make some income for my family. So today we are talking about how you can turn one cookie class into thousands plus cookie sales in your business. So I'm going to share 3 ways. The first one is build repeat students. I talk about this all the time in our Cookie Classes to Cash membership because I'm so passionate about it. I can't tell you how many students I've had that sign up for my classes. When I was teaching in-person classes, I still teach in-person classes, but they would sign up for the class, and you think at first when you start teaching, you're like, oh, well, this will be a one-time. They'll come and they'll have fun, and then, I'll move on to a whole new set of 10 people or a whole new class, right? Well, I was so surprised to see my students coming back over and over again. And it's something that I didn't expect, but I was thrilled to see them. And what was really cool is to see their progress, to see how they would remember them from that first class, how maybe they struggled with that outline and flood. But then by the 3rd class that they've taken with you, they're getting pretty good and they like it. They're able to help people around them. They're able to help their friends that they brought with them. But having those repeat customers and really focusing on that person and that customer was really pivotal for my business, for my cookie class business. And I created this amazing experience with them so that people wanted to come back. If you give them this great experience, you will have those repeat customers. If they leave frustrated, if they leave disappointed, you're obviously not a goal probably that you have. And so you want those students to have fun. You want them to feel welcome. You want them to come back over and over again. So some of the ways that I did that was I offered seasonal classes. So it wasn't just teaching the same class every month. I could easily do that. We have a ladies' night out class or a birthday class that I could do every month. But I like to change it up, right? I'm a creative, you're a creative. Like I wanted to change it up. I wanted to do something different. So I would do seasonal classes every holiday, once a month, change it up. Each month was a different theme, right? So we have Halloween, maybe we have a Thanksgiving, maybe we have a Christmas, maybe we have a Nutcracker, maybe we have a Santa theme, right? I'm changing it up and doing something a little bit different in each class. That always gave them something new to look forward to. I also was able to bring those customers back over and over again because I had a VIP email list. I was nurturing that list. I would let them know that I'm going to send out that class announcement to them first so that they are the first ones to know when my classes are going to be, when the next one is going to be opening up for registration, right? I really nurtured that list, and I really, it wasn't just another email list on my website or on my list. It was this email list. I protected it, and I said, no, these are the people that have come to my class. They've invested in me. They want to learn. I've created this great experience for them. I want to serve them over and over and over again. I also made my classes beginner friendly. All of the classes that I teach are very beginner friendly. They are for students so that they're not feeling frustrated. They're not feeling overwhelmed. The first thing that they're going to do when they walk in their room, if they've never taken a class with you before, is they're going to look at your sample cookies and say, well, my cookies aren't going to look like that. Like, can I just take your cookies home? Can I take a picture of your cookies to show people what I did and tell them that I did these cookies, right? They all say that. But you don't want them leaving saying that. You want to give them the confidence that they can create these cookies as well. That's why all of the designs that I do, all of the classes that we have in Cookie Classes to Cash are all beginner friendly. They are all intended for someone who's never picked up a piping bag before, that they're going to be able to leave there with beautiful, amazing, and of course delicious cookies. Number 2 is the way I was able to make more money in Cookie Classes was selling the what's next after class. So you're like, what does that even mean? So this class itself is just the beginning. And at the end of each class, we have a slide deck for each class. The slide deck goes through those step-by-step prompts that they need of what they're going to outline, what they're going to fill in. They have demonstrations, or I'm giving demonstrations while we are going along. They have the slide decks to refer to. And at the end of each class, there's a slide where I can share, it prompts me to share what my next class is. It's one of the number one things I tell my students in Cookie Classes to Cash is you want to be prepared for what is your next class. Don't leave them hanging with just that Christmas class that you've taught. They're gonna want more. I want you to expect that they are gonna take that class and they're gonna say, how can I take another class? What else you got, girl? I need to have another class. So I want you to go into it with that mentality so that you are prepared for that next class and say, well, we did this Christmas class here in the middle of December and I've got a winter class that you guys are gonna love. We're gonna make this snowman. It's so cute, it's so fun. It's gonna get you out of the house and get you out of those winter blues because we're gonna be able to decorate this snowman cookie, like whatever you say to promote that class. But it gives me that prompt to talk about it. You're able to share a photo of it, and you, most importantly, you want to be able to have a place for them to sign up for that class. So that leads me to your repeat people. You can give your VIP, the people that are already there in your class, give them a discount if they sign up for the next class, right? You are nurturing that email list. Remember, everyone that's come to your class is on your email list. So that's your VIP people. So offer them a discount if they sign up in the next 5 days. If you sign up for this class over the next 5 days, our new winter class, after you just took this Christmas class, you get $5 off of your ticket price or $10 off of your ticket price. Or do a buy one, get one half off, right? They bring a friend, they get half off of that ticket price, right? Something to incentivize them to purchase and sign up for that class right then and there. That's why it's important to have your class picture and to have your registration open so that they can go ahead. You don't want them to go home and think about it. You don't want them to have to go home and ask their husband, hey, do you care? Like, what are we doing on this day? You want them to say, I got to sign up for this class because I'm going to get $10 off. I'm going to bring my coworker. She's going to come with me. I've been telling her about these classes. Whatever it is, like you are creating that urgency. You're creating that I have to act now. So back to the what's next after the class is you could also offer cookie kits in your classes. These are perfect things for parents, for grandparents, for families, for gifts. Anytime I'm teaching a class, especially if it's a Halloween class, a Valentine's class, a Christmas class, those seasonal classes, I am offering cookie kits as well. So these are kits made up of undecorated cookies. They are going to have icing bags with them, and they're going to have step-by-step instructions on how to decorate these at home without me there, right? So they can follow these step-by-step visual instructions, and their family members, maybe their daughter, maybe their group of slumber party friends, right, are able to decorate these cookies, and you're able to then sell those and have that revenue from those cookie kits. And guess what? You are already making the cookies for the class. You're already making the icing for the class. You're just making a few extras and throwing them in the box and able to add revenue to your business. That is huge. That is huge. You can also do private parties. Like I mentioned, I can't tell you how many people I did that came to my cookie classes and then I booked private parties with them. You remember how it used to be with Mary Kay and other MLMs out there that, you know, you host like a makeup party, you host a jewelry party, you host a makeup party or whatever, and whoever was the host got like a discount for having that party, so they got a discount on all of the makeup that they could buy. And then when you come to the class, like if you're a participant, if you book a party and you host one, you get all these different incentives, right? You could do the same thing with your cookie classes. So you could let your students know when they come to the class, if they want to book a party with you, a cookie party, and they invite 10 of their closest friends and neighbors, then you give them some type of incentive, some type of feel good. Maybe you give them half off of the ticket price and you're like, it's going to be this much, like each person, if each person's comfortable spending X amount of dollars, whatever it is. Those are so fun. And let me tell you about private parties and what I love about them. You are not on the hook for getting the people to fill the seats, right? One of the hardest parts of your cookie class is going to be marketing your class and getting seats, butts in the seats. When you host a private party and you are coming as the entertainment for this private party, the host is the one that is on the hook to get people in those seats. You get paid regardless, right, of those people. And so if they want to invite 6 people, if they want to invite 12 people, you're there to act as their entertainment for the evening or for the 2 hours, whatever it is. Okay, also holiday seats. So you can pre-sell the spots for your next big holiday class while you've already got that captive audience. So we already talked about this, of how you are able to talk about that next class. You're able to say, and there's more, Vanna. It's not just this one class. There's more, right? Number 3 is follow up and upsell without feeling pushy. Nobody wants to feel salesy. No one wants to feel like they are saying too much or overstepping, right? Well, you don't have to feel salesy at all or pushy when you have one class that's really able to bring in that steady income of business. So the key is going to be your follow-up. What are you doing afterwards? We already mentioned you want to have that class that you are opening registration for, that they can sign up for, give them some incentive. But also don't forget about those people. Those people that have come to your class are your VIP. So send them a thank you email within 24 hours. At the end of my classes, I always like to take a group picture. It's just a great way for us to kind of put a cap on the end of the night. It kind of helps people to get their stuff together and know that the class is coming to a close. Sometimes that can be challenging, but having that group picture, telling them, hey, grab your favorite cookie that we decorated. We're gonna go take a group picture over here. It really, really is great. But I also use that group picture that we take and I'm gonna send that in the email. So it gives me a reason to send that thank you email and say, I had to share this group picture with you. We had so much fun in this class. It's gonna be that reminder to that student that, wow, that was a really fun evening. We had so much fun. We laughed so hard and those cookies really were delicious. And that was actually went better than I thought. My cookies turned out a lot better than I thought they were at the beginning. That's my favorite compliment ever, when someone says, these turned out better than I thought they would. I feel like I've done my job, right? You can also offer those students, when you send out that email, is offer them a discount. We've already talked about this. Offer that like alumni discount, right? The Summer Sweet Shop Cookie Class alumni discount for anyone who signs up for the next class within a week or whatever. You could also create a reward system. If you start getting people, which I'm sure you will, if you start teaching classes, you're gonna get those same people coming back. You could do like the punch card, you know, like where you go to the ice cream place, at least like for us here, and like you punch it and like, you know, by your 10th one or your 6th one, they get the next one like half off or 50% off or free or whatever. You could create that reward system for your students as well. That would be super, super fun. You could do a punch, you could do a stamp, you know, something fun for them. And then also don't forget to share any behind the scenes photos and on social media. And so encourage them to share those photos on social media. Encourage them, ask them if you can share them in the class on your social media. And you can even tag your students. You want them obviously to tag you if they mention that they came to your class. Take pictures with them. And I always have people that want to take pictures with me with their cookies and all of the things. So do all of those things and then share it on your social media. That's going to give your audience that FOMO of, man, I am missing out. What is going on? Like, Summer had this class and she had 20 people show up, and like, I am missing out. I got to go to the next class. When is her next class coming up, right? I want to tell you some bonus tools that really can make this easier. So inside my program, Cookie Classes to Cash, I give you class design kits. So you don't have to spend hours figuring out, okay, what cookie cutters are all the right size or all the right theme for this class that I want to teach, or what colors am I going to use? I really want to stick to only 4 colors. I don't want to do more like 10 colors. I don't want to do more than 5 colors, right? I have class designs already for you, a full library of classes that you can pick from. Each month inside of Cookie Classes to Cash, you get 2 brand new classes that drop every single month. And you don't just get the class and the designs and the step-by-step instructions. You get a slide deck that you get to personalize with your branding, your logo, your colors that you can personalize for yourself. I give you the bones to that, and I give you the template so that you can use it for each class. Each class is going to be different. You get the step-by-step instructions with that slide deck. You get projector files so that you can draw on your cookies before, so that your students know where to put their outline. We give you Eddie files in case you have an Eddie and you need to print those. We also give you all of the marketing templates to make it super easy for you to promote your class. And if you're like me, I hate writing emails. I sit in front of the computer and freeze and say, I don't even know what to say. We give you email templates so that you can copy and paste and know exactly what to say to get people to get their butts in the seats for your class. Huge. So inside, I would love for you to check out Cookie Classes to Cash with our membership, so that to make it easier for you to teach your classes. All of our classes are beginner friendly. They are all adorable, cute designs that we have created with the Sprinkle Factory, and they are showstoppers. These cookies will sell your classes, I promise you. So make sure that you stop leaving money on the table, right? It's not just about that one-time transaction of them ordering cookies from you and you getting payment for that. I want you to think bigger. I want you to think outside that box. So if you are interested, check the link below of All About Cookie Classes to Cash, because I want to see you in there. I want to see you succeed and make over $1,000 in just a few hours teaching your first or maybe your next cookie class. So let me know if you do. I want to hear the comments of the classes that you've been teaching, how this is going to change your business. And guys, I can't wait to see you next time.